Anybody got a prescription, yeah, for this love pain? Anybody got a pill like a pop for this love pain? Anybody got a prayer like a session for this love pain, yeah? Ooh, I need it for this love pain. Anybody got a prescription, yeah, for this love pain? Anybody got a pill like a pop for this love pain? Anybody got a prayer like a session for this love pain, yeah? Ooh, I need it for this love pain. Anybody got a prescription?
Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. I know I'm late again. I gotta stop there, right? How's everybody? I hope you're doing well. Today is Wednesday, and it is June the 16th. Yeah, the 16th already. The month is halfway gone. And so we got about 14 more days before the end of the month. So, let's get this in. Let's get it in. So if you are new to the broadcast, please give StreamYard permission for me to see your comments and, make some comments, say hi. I would love to say hi to you. And also, if you are watching on YouTube or Twitter, please like and anywhere, Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, please like and share this video so that someone that may need this information or this inspiration can hear it. So today I want to talk about why you should never count yourself out. Now, there are times in our lives, when we think that we're not good enough to win, and it's a mistaken thought that we have because we're looking at what other people are doing. But when we're in that process, we look around and we see what everybody else is doing. And then, theirs seem to be better than ours, or they seem to be doing so much more than us or whatever. And then we count ourselves out of the game. But we are human beings, and human beings tend to compare ourselves with other human beings. It's just a natural thing to do. But we can't let that dictate our lives. We get to have, those feelings, and we get to feel bad. But at the same time, we also get to feel good. And there are some people that feel bad about feeling good. Yeah, I know. It sounds funny, right? And what they do when they start that is they count themselves out because they feel unworthy of feeling good or having the things that they want to have. And so they turn down opportunities, they sabotage themselves whenever a glimpse of success rears its head. It's like, oh, I might be successful. Oh no, I don't deserve that. And they count themselves out. So I want to tell you a story about something that happened to me in the an event that happened to me in the last 3 months. And the outcome of me not counting myself out. So my company we are in a network marketing company, right? And so we have what we call a diamond leader. He's the leader of our group. And he put on this contest. It's called the influencer contest. And in this contest, there were certain activities that you had to perform to get points. And the person with the highest number of points got on the leaderboard, and there were prizes and all this kind of stuff, recognition and that sort of thing. I think in the first month there was a top 3 or top 5, and then the second month I think it was another top 5, and then the third month the prize was the top 10. And so when the top 10 came out, the prize was to sit at the table with Grant Cardone and, get some training from Grant Cardone because, the man's a $1 billion earner. And so this was really a big incentive. But in our team, we have superstars. I mean, these people they're go-getters. They seem to be recruiting machines. They have the tenacity, dedication, and all of that, and they have the know-how, it seems, to achieve their goals and build their businesses like up really high, and they achieve ranks and all this kind of stuff. And I was a relative newbie to network marketing, and I was struggling with building my team and all of that. And so I was thinking, there's no point in me even getting in this contest because I'm not going to win. Why would I even do that? Because it's just a waste of my time. Why would I even turn in my measly points? Because that it's not going to do me any good. That was my thought process, right? And I was talking to like hundreds of people and I wasn't getting any results. And I wondered, like, well, what's wrong with me? Why can't I have this same? I mean, I seem to be doing the same things that they are, but I'm not getting the same results. And so I wasn't really up on doing this contest because I thought I'd be embarrassed. You know, I'm not even going to get on the board anywhere. So why would I do that? Sound familiar? Is it something that's happened to you before? Well, our Diamond Leader introduced this influencer contest where to become one of the influencers, you had to perform those tasks. All the tasks were tasks related to your business, but also if you look deeper into it, it was the task of service to the people that you were bringing into the business, service to your customers, and that sort of thing, right? And so you had to achieve these milestones in order to get points for certain things. And then I just thought, I don't know if I should do this. And I'm thinking this to myself. I didn't say it out loud. But one thing that Mr. Bean said that changed my mind about submitting my points was, he said, don't lose by default. Now, what did he mean by that? He meant that if you don't try, you lose automatically. If you don't count the points that you have and submit your documents, you lose automatically. So basically what you're doing is losing by default. And other people are counting on that because maybe they don't have as many points and they're going to submit theirs, and then they'll get on the board. Maybe they may not win, but they'll get on the board. So I decided, you know what? He's right. I may not have as many points as the superstars, but I am going to submit my stuff, and I'm gonna just see what happens, right? So that first month of the contest, we were having our ceremony to find out who won and all this, and lo and behold, I wasn't in the top 3 by any stretch of the imagination. But he also, this is the good thing, is that not only are you highlighting the people that won, you're highlighting the people that didn't lose by default. So he showed all the people that submitted it, and lo and behold, there was my name. And I went, oh my God, I got on the board. Didn't matter what position I was in, but that said to me, oh, okay, I'm not going to count myself out by losing by default. I'm just going to, whatever I do, and I'm just going to keep working to get higher on that board. So the next month, I was working, and guess what? I got more points, and I submitted my paperwork, and I submitted my video, and guess what? I was higher on the board than I was in the previous month. Then this past month, there was a really big prize at stake. The prize was you had to be in the top 10 because there were 10 seats at the table. This was the thing. At the table, the prize was a seat at the table with Grant Cardone for training, right? And I'm thinking, man, I would love that. but I'm probably not going to be in the top 10, but I'm going to work my butt off to try to at least be on the board. I want to be higher on the board than I was last month. And so I did, and that's what I did. I worked and I worked and I worked and I ranked up in the company and I did all this stuff. And I was like, yeah, things are going okay. And I got all this stuff going. And then the ceremony came up, and I'm thinking the same people, the same people that always won, because they're just superstars, not, there's no shade, there's no jealousy, but they're just superstars. They are superstar people. They are killing it. Right. But I'm thinking, I know the names that are going to be on this list. I just know the names that are going to be in this list. So, it's okay. But I just want to see where I ranked. I just wanted to see if I was higher than I was last month. I knew that my number was higher, but I wanted to see where I was on the list. So when we had the ceremony, of course, they start from the bottom to the top. And so we announced position number 10. And all of a sudden, I'm looking at the Zoom, and he's showing his screen, right? And I turned around and I looked and I said, wait a minute, why is my picture up on the screen? And then I heard him, for some reason, it's like this movie where all of a sudden the sound comes in. And I heard him talking, and it's like, Vivian Everett, top number 10. I went, what? Are you kidding me? I actually got in the top 10. Oh my God, I can't believe it. And I was just jumping up and down in my house. There was nobody here to tell. So I was jumping up and down in my house thinking, what happened? And I'm thinking, well, what happened to all the other superstar people? The ceremony wasn't over. I was just I was in number 10, but that meant I had a seat at the table. And the reason why I had the seat at the table was because I did not count myself out. So whatever I do, and I'm going to submit my stuff, and I'm going to get it in there as soon as possible, and I'm going to throw that in there. And that's what got me a seat at that table. So whatever's going on in your life, whoever you think you're competing against, because you're not competing against anybody but yourself. And if you count yourself out, you're not going to get a seat at the table of life. So because I did not count myself out, I got a seat at the table with Grant Cardone to learn how to 10x my business. Think about that, guys. If you count yourself out and you just don't do it because you think you're going to lose, or you think that there's somebody that's better than you, you are literally losing by default. You're not doing it because you think somebody else's stuff looks better. You're not doing it because you don't think you have the talent to do it. You're not doing it because somebody else said you couldn't. Why would you do that to yourself? You are the one that has to have more faith in you than anybody else. If you can find that one person that can help you have that faith in yourself until you can develop it yourself, great. But you start developing your faith in yourself so you do not count yourself out. Whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, go for it. If it doesn't work, go for it again. If it doesn't work, go for it again. Because if it's your dream, if it's your desire to have it, you can have it. You just have to not count yourself out. Because not doing it is basically what you're doing. You're counting yourself out. You're taking yourself out of the game before the race even starts. And the only person really, and if you really take this in and let it sink in, is that the only person you're really competing against is you. That's it. All those other people are just people in the game. You're only competing against yourself because you listen to the progression of what happened with me. When the first contest, my points weren't that high. The second contest, they were a little bit higher. The third contest, I was actually at the table because I did not stop. And I did not stop trying to better myself every single time. Was I number one? No, but I was at the table. That's the point, is that you have to give yourself a chance, because if you don't give yourself a chance, you're never going to win. Give yourself the chance to win. That's all. Never count yourself out. And the reason why you don't count yourself out, because you are better than that. You're better than that. Trust me when I tell you, you are. You may not know exactly how to do what you want to do, but do one thing, then do the next thing, and then do the next thing, and then do the next thing. And eventually, the how will come as you are continually to put yourself in action. It'll come. Because when the student is ready, the teacher will come. Remember that statement, that quote? That's the how. If you're going to be a student, if you're going to be taking action every single day to get to where you want to be and not counting yourself out, the teacher is going to come in whatever form that is, whether it's an opportunity that comes at you, whether there's a coach or a mentor that comes at you, whatever it is that you need to do what you say you want to do, it's going to come. It may not be exactly when you feel it should, but it'll come when you need it. Because it's a matter of being ready. Are you ready to win? If you're ready to win, don't count yourself out before the race even starts. Okay? All right. So there are a lot of people out there, guys. Some people are counting on you to count yourself out. They want to see you lose. Don't make them right. Don't make them right. Okay? Put yourself in the race. Keep running until you cross the finish line. Doesn't matter if you're first. It just matters that you cross the finish line. Okay? All right. Then I will talk to you guys later because I got to run. And I will talk to you on my next video. But in the meantime, I wish you peace. I wish you love. And I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. And I'll talk to you later. Have a good day. Bye.